The 1970s was a golden era when country music found new soul, grit, and swagger. It was the decade outlaw country roared and the Nashville sound evolved with deeper roots. Waylon was breaking rules while Dolly was breaking hearts in all the right ways. These 10 country albums didn't just top charts, they defined a generation and still blow minds today. Number 10. Kiss an Angel Good Morning by Charlie Pride.
Kiss an angel good morning. And love.
At number 10, we celebrate a trailblazer with a voice as warm as a southern sunrise. Charlie Pride's Kiss an Angel Good Morning helped bridge racial divides in country music at a time when it was needed most.
Let her know you think about her when you're gone.
Released in 1971 on RCA Victor, this album climbed to number 1 on the Billboard Country Albums chart. The title track became a runaway hit, topping the country charts and crossing over into the Pop Top 40. Despite facing immense adversity, Pride stayed focused on the music, delivering a record full of smooth, baritone warmth and honest storytelling.
Here's a woman and a man in love, and
Imagine hearing that sweet melody through a kitchen radio while sipping black coffee on a crisp Sunday morning. This album earned Charlie a CMA Award for Male Vocalist of the Year and secured his place in country music history. It was a gentle but powerful reminder that country music speaks to everyone. Number 9. Willie and Family Live by Willie Nelson.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
This next one brings you into the heart of a live legend's world. Released in 1978, Willie and Family Live captures Willie Nelson and his band at their rawest and most electric, recorded at Harrah's in Lake Tahoe.
And warm and empty heart you left so cold.
This double LP became an instant fan favorite, blending outlaw swagger with soul-drenched ballads. The album features favorites like Whiskey River and Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Along with surprise duets and medleys, here's something special. Emmylou Harris and Johnny Paycheck appear on select tracks, adding even more depth and grit. Picture the glow of stage lights, the smell of beer and smoke. And the sound of an audience swaying to every guitar strum. This record brings that moment to life. It's not just a concert, it's a family gathering of country royalty. And it reminds us why live country music hits the soul the hardest. Number 8. Red-Headed Stranger by Willie Nelson.
The red-headed stranger from Blue Rock, Montana.
We're staying with Willie for one of the most important albums in country music history. Released in 1975 by Columbia Records, Red-Headed Stranger wasn't just an album, it was a revolution. A concept record with a minimalist approach, recorded for less than $20,000.
Watched as he passed her way.
Willie stood firm on the album's stripped-down sound, even when executives doubted it. They called it too bare. But when Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain soared to number 1, the critics were silenced. The album tells a continuous story of heartbreak, revenge, and redemption. It's like a dusty Western film told through melody. Picture driving across Texas highways at sunset, the warm breeze rolling in, and this album playing on the cassette deck.
He's riding, hiding his pain. Don't fight him.
This record gave Willie the creative freedom he'd long sought. It proved that storytelling didn't need glitter, only truth. It inspired everyone from outlaws to poets, and it still does. Number 7. Honky Tonk Heroes by Waylon Jennings.
Low down leaving son, done did everything that needed.
At number 7, we get a full-throttle dose of rebellion. Released in 1973, Honky Tonk Heroes is often called the birth certificate of outlaw country. RCA finally gave Waylon creative control, and he didn't waste a second.
Where does it go? The good Lord only knows.
The majority of the songs were written by a then unknown Billy Joe Shaver. His rough-hewn lyrics spoke to the real life of drifters, barroom dreamers, and roadside saints. The album didn't top the charts, but its influence cannot be overstated. It changed how Nashville viewed artistic control and authenticity. You could hear this playing in pool halls, truck stops, and every bar where neon flickered and boots stomped. This album kicked open the saloon doors and made space for every outsider to step in. Number 6. Coat of Many Colors by Dolly Parton.
They didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see.
At number 6, we're wrapped in one of country's most heartfelt stories. Released in 1971, Coat of Many Colors is Dolly Parton's most personal and poetic album. Produced by Bob Ferguson under RCA, it reached number 7 on the Billboard Country Albums chart.
Back through the years, I go wandering once again.
The title track, famously written on the back of a dry cleaning receipt, tells the story of Dolly's childhood. A tale of poverty stitched with love and pride. Behind the tenderness is a deep resilience. Dolly transformed her humble beginnings into timeless art. Imagine a young girl humming this melody while helping her mama hang laundry under a warm Tennessee sky. This album marked Dolly's rise as a solo storyteller.
My coat of many colors that my mama made.
It was no longer just about the voice, but the soul behind it. If these country classics are tugging at your heartstrings, go ahead and tap that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We post new vintage country countdowns every single week, keeping the golden age of music alive for fans like you. Number 5, The Gambler by Kenny Rogers.
Know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away.
Coming in at number 5 is a story turned into legend. Released in 1978 on United Artists, The Gambler was more than an album. It was a cultural moment. The title track shot to number 1 on the country charts and won Kenny a Grammy for Best Male Country Vocal Performance.
Met up with a gambler, we were both too tired to sleep.
The song inspired TV movies, pop culture references, and helped turn Kenny Rogers into a global icon. Here's the twist: Kenny almost passed on the song. But once he heard the demo, he said it was too good to ignore. This was the record spinning in countless living rooms.
And his face lost all expression. Said if you're gonna play the game.
Families gathered, singing along, learning about life, risk, and wisdom from the silver-haired cowboy. The Gambler was proof that the right story, told the right way, can become immortal. Number 4, Wanted, The Outlaws by Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Jesse Coulter, and Tom Paul.
E for Texas, T for Tennessee.
Glazer. Now we round up the most iconic outlaw posse in country history. Released in 1976 by RCA, Wanted, The Outlaws became the first country album ever to go platinum. It was a patchwork of songs from Waylon, Willie, Jesse Coulter, and Tom Paul Glazer. Some were leftovers, some were hits. Together they lit a fire. The label originally tossed the songs together just to market the outlaw image. But what came out was pure lightning in a bottle. You could hear this record thumping through open car windows and honky-tonk jukeboxes across the South. It gave outlaw country a national spotlight and turned anti-establishment country into a mainstream force. Number 3, Rhinestone Cowboy by Glen Campbell. At number 3 is a sparkling anthem that rode across musical borders. Released in 1975 by Capitol Records, Rhinestone Cowboy marked Glen Campbell's return to the top.
But I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on.
The title track hit number 1 on both the country and pop charts. It was a bold blend of country, pop, and soft rock. Glen knew how to break barriers while keeping it rooted. Here's a fun fact. Glen first heard the demo on the radio and immediately called his producer, saying they had to record it.
There'll be a lot of compromising.
This was the kind of record you'd hear in both a rural diner and a city lounge. Glen brought the rhinestones to the heartland and didn't miss a beat. The album proved that country could shine without losing its soul. Number 2, Jolene by Dolly Parton.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Just before we reveal number 1, we revisit a song that's echoed across generations. Released in 1974, Dolly's Jolene wasn't just a hit, it was a heart piercer. The title track topped the country chart and has since become one of the most covered songs in history.
He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying.
The album features powerful highs and soft, aching lows. It's a masterclass in emotional storytelling. Here's something wild. Dolly wrote both Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the very same day.
Choice of men, but I could never love again.
This is the kind of record you'd spin in solitude, letting every word sink deep under dim bedroom lights. Jolene made pain poetic and gave Dolly an eternal spotlight. Number 1, Wanted, The Outlaws by Waylon Jennings and Friends.
Pursuing the light of my heart.
We're ending with a return to the album that changed everything. While we touched on its collaborative magic earlier, Wanted, The Outlaws deserves the top spot for one simple reason.
It seems, sadly,
It defined an era. From Good-Hearted Woman to Suspicious Minds, every track hit a nerve. It brought outlaw energy to the mainstream and proved that authenticity was louder than perfection.
picking up hookers.
Picture hearing it for the first time in the front seat of a Monte Carlo, windows down, wind in your hair. This wasn't just a soundtrack, it was a statement. And it still echoes loud today. If you've enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more country classics every single week. There you have it. 10 unforgettable country albums from the 1970s that changed the sound, the stories, and the soul of country music. From Dolly's poetic power to Waylon and Willie's outlaw thunder, these records still stir hearts like they did decades ago. Thank you for riding with us on this musical journey. Your support means everything. Next time, we'll head into the bright lights and bold sounds of the 10 best country albums of the 60s that will blow your mind. It's a decade you won't want to miss. Until then, keep your boots dusty and your records spinning.